Ha-cha-cha! I smell a jabroni.
Jabroni, you jabberone.
I don't know why I started with ha-cha-cha.
I don't know either. It's kind of sad.
That was weird. I'm bringing it back, Fat Mac. Ha-cha-cha.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Why not? The Roaring 20s are in full effect. Am I incorrect here?
You are incorrect, sir. Well, how's it going over there, Pasty?
It is going well. Just another Friday evening. A little earlier than usual for the podcast, but that's excellent.
It's good. Sometimes you gotta. It's a holiday weekend. You got the 3-day weekend. You want to get stuff started early, get it out of the way, and get on with not caring about life. That's really what you want to do. You know.
Yes, indeed.
You can't not care while it's Beef Sticks Podcast because, by gum, we care a lot and we put our all into it.
Each and every week right here for you. And if you want to support us, you can find us at facebook.com/Beef Sticks Podcast. And then there's a Patreon. You can look that one up if you want it. I don't think I need to shill it right here right now. But do it. Go check us out. Give us some love. And now let's kick this shit off. Longest intro ever. I changed the format, and now instead of awkward outros, we get awkward intros. Oh boy,
Gotta love it.
I'm a fucking jabroni, which is it's a word now, Fat Mac.
It wasn't a word before?
Well, it is officially a word according to the vocabulary authority, dictionary.com.
That's good.
I thought
diction.
Webster's dictionary was
Merriam-Webster.
Yeah, there you go.
It's kind of fallen off, in the internet world.
They should have bought up that web real estate real fast,
They would have been thinking, but they're not. They just weren't thinking. I usually just go to Urban Dictionary. That's the one that usually gets it for me. I trust them over everybody.
Oh, Jabroni's been on there forever.
Oh, no doubt.
Yes, dictionary.com smells what The Rock is cooking. The dictionary website announced their latest single update in history.
Their largest,
with more than 15,000 editions. The update includes pro wrestling term jabroni. Jabroni is listed as a noun at the top. The definition reads slang. A stupid, foolish, or contemptible person. It's me.
Yeah.
The examples of use read like this. She always has a comeback to own the trolls and jabronis on Twitter. Shut your mouth, you dumb jabroni.
Yeah, I like that one. I use that one at work.
That's a greeting, right?
Oh, exactly. Just walk in the door. Shut your mouth, you dumb jabroni.
Sounds like it would be like the Hallmark slogan of a Christmas movie. Like, God bless us, everyone. Shut your mouth, you dumb jabroni.
I dig it.
Yes.
Santa with muscles. Shut your mouth, you dumb jabroni. More like shut your eyes. Ah! Anybody who's seen that movie knows.
Somebody call up Hollywood. I think I got an idea for Jingle All the Way 3, starring The Rock. Playing The Rock. The second definition is also an enhancement, talent, or jobber. Professional wrestling. A wrestler whose purpose is to lose matches against headlining wrestlers in order to build up the status and fame of the headliners. The following use example was included. The man is a legend of the ring. He eats jabronis for breakfast.
Yum, yum, yum.
Now, The Rock had this to say about the now legal term. When I was a kid, it was an inside term the guys would use. When wrestlers wanted to have a private conversation, when fans were present, they would start talking carny because they used to wrestle in carnivals. I also thought it was so cool. Jabroni was a word that was always used in the derogatory sense. Oh, this jabroni, that jabroni. But the Iron Sheik was famous for saying the word constantly backstage. Jabroni, jabroni, jabroni.
I will humble a jabroni. I'll fuck him in the ass. Haktui for to do.
Around 1998, I thought, why can't I say it on TV? So I started saying it publicly. But the Iron Sheik was known for it. Now the word jabroni is connected to me. When people think, oh, jabroni, oh yeah, that's the Rock's word. No. That's not my word. That's the Iron Sheik's word. And I don't
Sheiky
want him to
baby.
cut my head off.
Sheiky baby. I don't know. I think you could run away from... I'm sure you could saunter away from Sheik pretty fast. I don't think he's going to catch you. He's not going to get you. No, I like that more and more wrestling is becoming more and more mainstream. You know, you talk to people, and sometimes people who I know aren't even wrestling fans will slip in a word or something that I know comes from wrestling, but that's not where they're using it from, you know?
I like how wrestlers had a secret language that they wanted to keep a secret language, but they used it around fans. Like, yeah, of course fans are going to pick up on the terminology.
Right? The ones that are there all the time. So, good for the Sheik. He's in the news again this week.
Yep. Just overshadowed by The Rock.
So, you know, as far as history goes, this is a big week for the Sheik. And that brings us to this week in pro wrestling history, Pasty. In fact, 40 years ago today, Shohei Giant Baba was crowned the king of professional wrestling on Thursday, the 4th of September, 1980, at the Sports Center in Saga, Japan, when he defeated Harley Race for the World Heavyweight Championship. The 6'11" monster clotheslined the champion off his feet, and the Japanese legend gained the 3 count to win the belt in front of 4,500 of his homeland spectators. Although just a mere 5 days later in Otsushige, Race would claim the championship back and head back to the States with the strap in tow. The Baba victory over Race meant that the owner of All Japan Pro Wrestling became the 21st NWA World Champion since inception in 1948. Although this was the Giant's 3rd time he had worn the belt, and the 3rd time he had lost the belt in just a matter of days. In fact, despite the 3 title reigns that Baba had, he's only held the championship for a grand total of 19 days. That's rough. That's a short one. That's a short one run.
Yeah, it is.
His first world title was captured against Jack Briscoe in Kagoshima, Japan on the 2nd of December, 1974. But before he could take the belt home to his family for Christmas, that old wily Briscoe had pinned him in Toyohashi just 7 days later to board the plane home with the gold. Baba then actually defeated Race for the 2nd reign, but again only held the title for a week. Then on Halloween night in 1979 in Nagoya, Baba used a running neck breaker to put Race away and claim the strap, but Race reversed Baba's attempt of a flying body press into a pin in Amagasaki to begin his 4th reign with the prestigious championship. Their rivalry, though, Pasty, Race and Baba, began way back in 1969, and in fact they became quite acquainted with each other, since meeting in the ring over 150 times between singles and tag matches. Wow.
Dang.
And when you think about it, that's between a Japanese wrestler who lives in Japan and an American wrestler who lives in America. So that even makes it more amazing.
That is pretty amazing.
Old Giant Baba. I miss that guy.
Yes, indeed.
I'll tell you what, man. As soon as Baba would win that title from Harley Race, Race was ready for payback.
Yes, Race was ready for payback. And WWE Payback 2020 is something we won't be missing. And as a matter of fact, I think we both wish we would have missed.
I'll tell you what, I wasn't ready for that. I even said
week removed from SummerSlam, WWE's like, we're throwing another pay-per-view at you.
Yeah,
and,
I really, and it's all it. I do shit on the pay-per-view, but at the same time, how do you build a decent pay-per-view in 2 shows?
Right. I mean, and last week we had talked ourselves into the fact that it could shape up to be a decent show.
No, you did. I told you I thought it was going to suck. You talked yourself into that shit. But, there was always hope.
Yeah.
Not so much anymore.
No. Payback began in the pre-show with a tag match seeing the reformed Riot Squad with Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan defeating the Iconics, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, who then split up on Raw.
Yeah, that's I couldn't believe that. They're such a great tag team.
Yeah.
I think that's ridiculous.
I think Billie Kay's out of wrestling now. I think Vince has just got his eye on Peyton.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that sucks for the Iconics. And I'm pretty sure Peyton's probably got her eye on the door, waiting to go be with her husband. Or anywhere else.
Or anywhere else. Yeah, I don't know how it's going to work out. They were such a good tag team. And, Peyton Royce is good, but I don't know.
She was good because of the tag team, though. I do not think she's ready to be a singles competitor by any means.
I agree. I think as a singles, I just don't think that.
So does that mean Lana's going to win now? Is that what we're looking at?
I think she's basically the female equivalent of her man.
Yeah.
I mean, both her and old Mr. 10 are just never going to be main people, I don't think, not on their own.
Sean Spears, yes.
But I don't know. But I didn't watch it. I don't know. Do you have anything to say of it?
I didn't watch it. I don't have anything to say of it. It's sad that the Iconics split up because I feel like they were the female equivalent of you and I.
Yeah.
But
and they legitimately are like best friends. So.
Yep.
Like in real life, legit.
It's weird. So in the last week, like they kind of split up Rose and Sonya Deville and the Iconics.
Next goes the tag title.
So yeah, once the tag titles are split up, then it's gone, right? Like they're gonna have to cut it off. There's not gonna be any tag division left.
I mean, to be fair, there wasn't much of a tag division.
Right.
They were starting to build one, or so it seemed. But you can't do that when you take out all your tag teams.
I mean, it lasted longer than Raw Underground, I think.
That's true. But you can't just throw random women together and expect to have a good tag division.
Yeah.
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 Well, that brings us to the actual show where we got a U.S. Championship match. Bobby Lashley actually defeated the defending champion Apollo Crews by submission even.
Yes, indeed.
We both predicted it would, but man, I was still rooting for old Apollo, to be honest. Yep. But this was, it was solidly paced. It showed some power moves from Lashley, kind of. He kind of Apollo didn't look great in this one, but I don't know. I think this is probably just a stepping stone for Bobby Lashley to go on to the world title. And if it is, and if maybe Apollo can win it back from him, then maybe if they can use him to build Apollo as a star, that could help.
I hope so, because they've missed that fucking junction many times already.
But then with then Apollo Crews trying to jump him at the end, and I don't know. I wasn't all for this one much.
It's kind of weird that you tap out and then you try to retaliate. Like, bitch, you quit. You gave up.
Yeah. I'm just hoping this isn't the end of Cruz's short push, because he's he was finally getting somewhere.
Maybe
and I
he'll
like
join the
Lashley.
Dark Order.